Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. So we're going to get going here with this read. This will be another general read, but with this read, I wanted to sort of dive into what somebody is thinking about you, what somebody's thinking about you, what someone's feeling about you, sort of others' perceptions. So remember, because it's a general read, this may or may not hit home with you. It might sort of be bits and pieces as well, so feel free to take whatever fits and to leave the rest. Okay. See, and this is exactly why I wanted to do this. I was feeling this vibe from the cards. It's like this royal youth. This is how somebody's looking at you right now. This is like somebody admiring you, admiring your qualities. I feel like they're going through an uncertain time in their life. They might be looking for direction, whoever this is, maybe going through some sort of a change. And they're sort of looking for someone to look up to, looking for someone for possible guidance, someone to emulate too. This is going to be part of, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about, because this tall tale is actually referring to that. Like somebody's going to start mimicking some of your behavior or some of the things that you say, perhaps the way that you dress or the way that you carry themselves. This is not a bad thing, though it might be extremely annoying, because I can already feel that in the cards. But it's like this person is feeling unsure. They're feeling unsure about themselves. They're feeling unsure about where they are at this particular point in their life. And they're sort of looking for some sort of direction, some sort of guidance. And the way that they look at you is they see you as somebody who is strong. They see you as somebody who has a strong sense of self as well, like this self-confidence, this self-esteem. Perhaps sometimes like you have the answers to different questions. This is what they want for themselves. This is why they're going to be sort of emulating. It's because they're hoping that, if they can emulate you, it's sort of going to become more of a reality for them, and it's going to help them to sort of build themselves up too, because they do look at you through like this royal you card. This is the energy in which they view you, and it's sort of what they're looking for in themselves during this super uncertain time that brings a lot of insecurities, a lot of fears, a lot of worries. They're looking for that purpose. They're looking for that direction. They're looking for sort of guidance and that reassurance. And they feel like this is something that in some way, shape, or form you offer, because right now they're sort of going through a time of perhaps loss, perhaps grief. They're feeling very vulnerable right now. I'm going to grab a couple more here. Yeah, see, there's going to be a lot of I can see it in the cards. They're going to start to emulate you a lot. It like this perfect harmony, like they're going to try and say the things that you say. They might agree with you a lot. It's, on some level, I can feel like this is going to be annoying. You're going to feel like does this person not have a life or opinion of their own? It's just that they are growing right now. This is a time of them that's very uncertain. It's a time in which they are growing their sense of self. They're sort of healing, sort of planting these roots for the future, really trying to get their feet underneath them. And they're having to deal with some sort of a loss as well. And that's what's bringing about a lot of their uncertainty too. And so they see you and they feel like inspired to be like you. Like if they can be more like you, they're going to be able to sort of feel more steady, have their feet under them. They're going to feel like they have their shit together, really, because this is how they view you, that you're somebody who does, you're somebody who shines through, you're somebody who's confident, you're somebody who's balanced, you're somebody who's stable. You are like this shining force and sort of like this beacon when they're out in the dark and have like no fucking clue where to go or what to do. I don't know if they already ask you for a lot of advice, but there may be an increase in that in the next little while too, while they go through all these changes in their life. You'll be like a mentor to them if you already are, whether you like it or not. This is definitely how they view you. They view you like a mentor. They sort of see you up here. They want advice from you. They see you as being somebody who's successful, who has the answers, who's confident. And they're really needing that guidance during this time in their life. This is somebody who's really seeking that guidance, who's very unsure about their path in life. And they see you as somebody who is like this beacon of truth, of honesty, of integrity. somebody who they can get solid advice from to help them find clarity on what they're going through. And it's like, this is how they see your energy as well, like this strength, this inner strength, this figure who has tamed a lion. You have this sense of empowerment that they're struggling to find for themselves. And this is another reason they're drawn to you, because this is something that they need in this chapter in their life. This is actually a chapter in their life where they're going to be building this for themselves. So having a solid role model that they can look up to and sort of count on if they need to ask for advice, this is going to be important to them. It's going to help to shape this new chapter, help them feel like they're getting their feet under them and sort of taking sort of one step at a time, building, slowly building. I feel like they're moving out of a toxic time in their life too. This is part of what they're healing from. This is part of this loss and this grief that they're experiencing. They had some sort of a big change in which there was a toxicity that they're trying to leave behind. And it's like they're trying to move in a way that's more true to them. That's more about truth, honesty, integrity. It's something that they see that you do too. I don't know if this is something that you've actually done for yourself fairly recently, and like your situations were similar without you even realizing, and you taking these steps actually inspired them to be able to take these steps as well. But they are still struggling with their past. They're struggling with their choices and moving forward in the future with confidence in their choices. They're struggling with worry. They're struggling with uncertainty and fear. And so being able to have somebody who they can emulate, get the words in my mind like fake it till you make it. And this might be what they're after, sort of somebody who they see as this figure, and it is you, who they see as this strong, independent figure, this royal you, this independence, this integrity, this empowerment, this truth and honesty, this strong person. And it's like if they can just pretend to be like you strong enough, or for long enough, it's going to sort of wear off on them, and they're going to sort of take on that persona. They'll be able to find it within themselves. Do you feel like this is part of what they're hoping for? And this might be someone, like I said, and this was the vibe that I got right away with these oracle cards too. This was probably going to be a little bit annoying at times. And there may be a little bit of conflict here with this, because there might be days where you're like, what the fuck? Like, do you not have an opinion of your own? Do you not blah, 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 blah? Like, why are you dressing like me or saying the things that I say? But this is why. This is why it's like, this is a need to sort of cut them a bit of slack during this time and recognize that this person's not perfect. This person is just as human as the rest of us, and they're going through some shit. They're going through some heavy shit in their life that might have to do with their home life, having disruption to their home life, and finding a lot of uncertainty, and they're trying to build themselves back up. They're trying to do the work to build themselves up, but having someone to sort of look up to, having that mentor, someone that they see in this emperor energy, which is that self-confidence and that success. And it's somebody, again, solid, stable, who can be counted on. This is how they're seeing you, and they're wanting to be able to emulate that so that they can start to build towards that in their own life. They're just feeling like they're lacking it. There might be a part of them that's a little bit envious, but it's just because they're going through shit. I don't get a negative vibe off of this person. I don't feel like this person is a real SOB. I don't feel like they go out of their way to annoy the shit out of you. This is like they're going through some crazy shit in their life. They're trying to figure their shit out. They see you as this solid figure, and so they would like to be like you. They would like to be like you, and they would like to get advice from you. And this is a time in them finding clarity for themselves, dealing with their own emotions, processing whatever this grief is, this sense of loss, whatever they're letting go of, and then being able to look towards the future and sort of defining what they want in their life, what their wish fulfillment is going to look like, and being able to work towards that. And I feel like they're going to open up about this pretty quickly to you too with this Eight of Wands. This is communication. As like just having someone behave like this, if this is like a coworker or a friend or a family member, and with no explanation, you probably, like I said, it's probably really fucking irritating. Probably gets on your nerves at times. You're probably like, what the fuck is going on with this person? But this is what's going on with them. And I do feel like there's going to be a level of opening up here where they actually explain to you sort of what's going on. And so being able to sort of embrace that mentor role as much as you're comfortable doing is really going to help this person out too. It's going to help to encourage them in moving forward and finding their self-confidence again, because this person is really struggling to be able to find that sense of self and feel like they have their feet under them. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed the read, and thank you very much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care.